All right, all right. They're playing first. I got a misstep, a force of will, a probe, a mox. All right, that looks like a keep. Yo, Adam. What is up? All right, not what I was hoping for. All right, my sequencing's probably going to be atrocious. Ooh, I like that. Oh, I didn't even look at their hand. I'm such a munson. I literally probe and don't look at their hand. Seeds of innocence. Time walk, double oof, strip mine. Looks like we're playing similar strats. Same idea. I also have a bunch of collector oof in my main deck. Gonna get one of my tropical islands. Looks like Shaman should kind of own them. Yo, Luis, what's up? I'm trying to get some. I think I need 2 wins in this prelim. I need 2 wins in this prelim to have enough QPs for tomorrow's modern showcase. Time walk. Kind of interesting. My cards, that energy flux not very good. If I counter that, I get to waste them. And they can't. I mean, my energy flux is basically a brick, but maybe I should save Force of Negation for something better. Probably not, though. What about Misstep? Well, they're both pretty awful. Alright, so this card makes mana. Target land from add 1 mana of any color. So I can waste their source of green, maybe? And then say go. We're going to cast a shaman now. May just cast a second shaman now. God, it's any color. What a card. No way I forced this. I mean, their hand sucks, though. That's their hand, double oof thingy. That's why I was thinking I would just... And I have a backup force. Okay. Maybe I'll attack. Nice. It's always nice to get the ghost check out of the way. Alright, am I supposed to target myself? I'd have their own force. But I can just flusterstorm that. That's a good draw. Why was the blue card to exile Hercule's Recall? And they came Seeds of Innocence, Collector Oof. I guess they just got unlucky. They were just praying as maybe on there. Alright. How do I use my graveyard? Should I shuffle back Ancestral Recall into my deck? I have Dig and Treasure Cruise, so that makes it bad. Probably not then. This game appears to be a bloodbath. Wow, I drew the Treasure Cruise. No big deal. Hmm. Exile instant or sorcery speed, each open and two. Let's open his deck. Probably like same deck as me, except they draw as well. Get this crub land, I guess. I wonder if I'm supposed to sword. No, seems spewy. Yeah, I'll just play my Lotus. Salut Noelia. Oh, life gain. Oh, exile. For those of you wondering, this is Echo Baronin's list. I just was looking at I just got it from the last top 8 vintage challenge. I know he has good lists and stuff. Early hat, well, early start, and yeah, I wanted to play that prelim. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I was talking about playing it if it filled up. All right, Goif in, Sword in, Endurance Dispute. Oof can go. Energy Flux can probably go, even though it's a blue card. So it's probably less miserable than some other stuff. All these cards seem excellent. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing we're a pretty similar deck. I mean, maybe they don't have Archon. Archon's another card that can go. It's not white. And it just jams into kind of getting rewarded. I didn't have Force Endurance, so I just put the Force Goif in the sideboard instead. Alright, Archon. It's possible Energy Flux just better than Archon, just because it's blue. 2 free flying, each card costs more than a non-basic land. Oh, the non-basic land thing is kind of nice, I guess. Let's see. Alright, I mean, this looks pretty good, right? Force of Negation is pretty mediocre. Counters Oko. Yeah. Is Archon better than Force of Negation? Alright, Adam. I'll trust you. Yeah. This Adam fellow, he seems trustworthy. Force of Vigor? Nah, we're playing similar deck. I'm assuming they don't have a ton to do. Alright, not amazing hand. I don't have anything for a Deathrite Shaman. I'm assuming I'm supposed to keep though. Might just have to force Deathrite Shaman. Maybe just force it with Time Walk. I mean, that card just owns, right? They mulliganed? I'll force. I'll keep my probe over Time Walk. Hmm. Alright, let's actually look at their hand this time. Yeah, they kept the one-lander double Flusterstorm. Wow, I drew Ancestral? Dude, I'm so unreal. I'm literally unreal. And I am the luckiest. Feels bad. We literally have the same cards. So we did your fourth? No. Alright, I have one mystery card. This time, thing is that all these Flusterstorm. My Force of Will is gonna probably suck at some point, but
Using my prime smiley face.
not sure. Dragon Village, really appreciate the resub. 2-year anniversary. Thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate you and everyone who takes the time to use that Twitch Prime sub every month. Really helps out. Alright, let's see if they want a trophy. So I think I want to brainstorm now. Do I need to brainstorm? My hand's pretty good. But Force of Will kind of stinks. I could go brainstorm. Oh no, I have to play a land first. I don't know how Flusterstorm works. It's like Spell Pierce. Alright, well, either way, I'm playing a land first. Brainstorm or just slam an Archon. Probably just play an Archon. Get a Scrub easy. Why not? Koroks also was a Prime sub. Thank you so much for the 9 months. Dragon Village says you are very welcome. Appreciate it. Alright, we got a Force of Will. Do I have a basic in my deck? Is Assassin's Trophy just the nuts? I have actually no idea. Wow. Assassin's Trophy's gas. I should have forced it, right? I was thinking I was getting a land, and then by the time I realized it was too late. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get rid of that Force of Will. Don't need Force of Will. Probably don't need second Archon. As far as we know, they don't have anything for Oko. So I could just slam. Let's see, what do I have that counters an Oko? No Spell Pierce in Vintage? Bit surprised to see Flusterstorm over Spell Pierce. Is Spell Pierce just banned? That Spell Pierce is banned. Weird. I guess the more I wait, the more likely they are to draw a Force of Will. This game's I mean, I'm super far ahead on resources, but if they have something, I don't know what they could have. I mean, if they have their own Oko, if they go land Oko. Wow. I shuffled away Force and kind of brutal. I mean, I kind of misplayed. I gave them an out, I guess. I mean, they needed to have exactly Force plus land Oko. Wow. Wait, what happened? Oh yeah, they can do that. Okay, let's see what I draw first. I guess I should start using that right away in case they draw Treasure Cruise. Keep some cards in hand for Brainstorm. I played this game really poorly. I should have sandbagged my Brainstorm way longer. It's like unacceptable to just shuffle away spells and then you just get flooded. Alright, well, like kind of less than free of charge, or no punish. Alright, I'll play my cards this way I don't have to sack my Lotus. Even though I don't know if sacking a Lotus is really, maybe I'll like style points, turn my Lotus into a creature. If you go Mox Mox Land Ancestral, you can pay for Pierce. Mox Land Ancestral does not. Is that really the reason why people? I mean, I'm assuming if people play Fluster, Storm, and Spell Pierce by now, it's been kind of quote unquote solves. What are we farming QE for? Tomorrow there's a Modern Showcase, and I'm like 7 point short. Yeah. Turn on Mox Time Walk. I got a Force of Will. And I have Endurance. I mean, I guess I'm supposed to keep, even though it's missing a little something. Okay, I mean, I do have Shaman and Endurance. Cordal is like you're playing on 4 things at the same time. And you have 9 guesses. 9 guesses seems like a lot, but maybe not. I'm gonna go give away so many timing tells. Oh, it's that deck. Come on, green mana. Alright, I'm supposed to go probably Mox, Stat, Time Walk. Green mana Rage. That's nice. That's a really good draw. Freebie. Pro's so good. Stitcher Supplier, Deathrite Shaman, Force of Vigor, and Strip Mine. So that Bazaar is actually not that great for them, right? What are they playing? Does anyone know? Or do I have to look it up? They're playing Hogak. Okay. Huh. Am I supposed to straight mine Bazaar? I'm assuming I probably need to Force of Will the Deathrite Shaman and then strip their only source of green. Or their Bayou or whatever. Is Bazaar value for them? I think I say go here. Well, maybe I shouldn't have said go. I'm surprised they're using Bazaar right away, but maybe that's just what their deck does. So they discarded that. No, they played that. That's kind of lucky. So they still have the same 4 cards in hand. So they can't bring back anything, right? How does Hogak work already? Oh yeah, they can cast Hogak with Supplier or Deathrite Shaman. Okay. Endurance with Supplier trigger on the stack. What's the difference? Whether I do it in response or was it on the stack? No, I know I don't want to let the trigger resolve. I can just do it now, right? They already have Hogak in the graveyard. What about just forcing the Hogak? Oh no, never mind. They'll have enough creatures for Vengevine. All right. Tristan. His last minute decision trying to get some QBs for tomorrow. All right, they have another Hogak in the yard, and that's their hand. Yeah, maybe I underestimated or overestimated how little their deck does without Man, I don't know. I think I want to get the Bayou. Death Right. No. They have free cards in the yard. I get force to Hogak. It's counter roll, and then they'll never be able to cast it again. No, I guess they keep. Yeah, they guys just keep casting it forever and ever. Yeah. All right. Mistakes were made. Happens. First time playing Vintage in a while. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I thought it made sense giving their hand. They got incredibly lucky, right? They drew Vengevine, Hogak in their free draw steps. It was like, it's kind of dumb. So if I force that, if I don't force it, if I force that, they can cast Hogak next turn. I guess I have to let them have it. They can't cast Hogak. Oh, I guess it's you can't pay mana, right, for Hogak. I mean, they're really damn close though. How annoying is that Death Right Shaman gonna be? Not that annoying. Pretty unlucky. No green mana in my top four cards. That's a good draw. Kind of, I guess. Is it even enough? I guess we're about to find out. So if by plus, they can force a vigor, most likely. If I turn... How much damage do they have? One, two... Maybe I'm just supposed to turn my Deathrite Shaman into a free-free? Did it discard their Strip Mine, by the way? Locks into free-free? I mean... What about just making a food? Making a food is... One, two, three... I think making a food is the play. The Warlock kills the Oko. I'm just gonna make a food. I think that's the line. I mean, I don't think there's no matter what I do, I'm kind of screwed. I needed to kind of hope maybe they didn't have a green cards. So if I force that, they can cast Hogak. But then they tap out, and then I just turn it into free-free. And it's not that bad. Forced exile? No, not force of will. I can't force subnegation. It's my turn. Force that. They cast a Hogak. They have to tap all their creatures. Oh no, they can. Man, they can attack with Root Walla. They can attack my Oko down to 3 counters. And then on my turn, I untap. Let's say I draw. What can I even draw? Draw some. Alright. I need to do something. I'm running low on time. No more cube for today. Depends how I feel after the prelim. Maybe I'll do one vintage cube draft. Oh, I could have started a draft in maybe if I have a quick round, I'll start a vintage cube draft. All right, I don't get it. They must have used that thing at some point, right? I should use for some negation, I guess. I mean, if I draw green mana, I might legit win, right? I get to exile the Hogak. Hmm. Still not in a terrible spot. Think they're gonna strip themselves to cast a Hogak. Why didn't they just attack with Root Wall last turn? No, they couldn't. I'm dumb. Oh. Oh, I could have exiled the land. Did they have Exaxes? No, I'd add one extra anyways. I wanted to keep the blocker so they couldn't have like a great attack on Oko. Yeah, I did kind of mess up though. It was probably worth it to me? What the hell? Are they for real? That's gotta be a mistake, right? I mean, I don't think it matters at this point, but heal Hogak? I don't think that's how Oko works. Target. Change control of target artifact or creature control and target was power 3 or less. Oh. That's probably not the play either. Oh. And I would have won this game so easily if I'd drawn a green in the like top 3 or 4 cards, I think. Maybe even more than that. Yeah, I should have killed the Dryad. I mean, the Dryad. No, actually, Bayou might literally be better than Dryads. Here, I can block a Dryad. I mean, I just can't believe they keep attacking me. I mean, it's not gonna make a difference. Not one. Kind of a joke of a game, but as that's vintage. Alright, Goif, Endurance, Swords, Ley Lines. And I'm assuming the counter spells are pretty miserable. Energy Flux, pretty bad. Bluster Storm's probably fine for Force of Vigor. Force of Vigor kind of owns me. Collector Oof can go. Force of Negation's atrocious. Does Archon, is it non-crit? It's just one spell period, right? Alright, it's probably like Force of Will or Fluster Storm. I have very few blue cards left after sideboards. Force of Will does counter the first Hogak though. But I guess I have Oko to turn, and I have Sword. I'm not that worried. Archon, I'm assuming Archon's just really good in almost every matchup. What instant or sorceries do weak at? Force of Vigor is like their most important card after sideboard. I'm assuming Flusterstorm is gas against them. And then I'll keep in one Force of Will. Maybe I need all my Force of Wills and I need to board out. I don't even know. Archon is nice, it stops Vengevine. Force of Will is just better because if you protect the ley line, you win. Yeah, but I have no blue cards. You see how many blue cards I have in my deck, Adam? And they're like all my best cards. It's not even about the card disadvantage. I mean, it is kind of, but also I legit have no blue cards. Archon is worse than Force of Will against a Vengevine deck? I mean, I could see not having four. Also, non-basic lands enter stab seems kind of gas. Keep in mind that Hogak regularly comes on turn 1. Well, I have 4 ley lines, 4 sword to plowshares for that, but yeah. Well, oh man, I mean, this hand loses to turn 1 Hogak. I just have like a bunch of draw steps to get out of it. I also don't have Flusterstorm to protect my Deathrite Shaman. But I do have turn 2 Archon. I mean, what am I hoping for besides Leyline in my opening hand? Hoping for Leyline in my opening hand. Turn 1 Archon. Turn 2 Oko. Swords, yeah. I do have a lot of lands. How many mana sources do you play? I don't know how well these vintage deck mulligan. 18 lands. I also don't have a wasteland. Yeah, I mean, this hand sucks against Bizarre. Oh, no, I guess I have Deathrite Shaman. But I'm just playing Hogak. Black-green Hogak. This hand sucks if they have turn 1, a big turn 1. Wait, who said they usually play Hogak on turn 1? How do they do that? That sounds made up. Please, if you don't play Vintage, please don't comment because this is so confusing. If you don't know what you're talking about, just don't say anything right now, please, because I don't know who actually knows about Vintage and who doesn't. I don't need like the general like. Yeah, exactly. If you speak, you're gonna be in trouble. I'm just gonna keep. And then I don't know if I should play my Mox on turn 1 or not. I'm assuming not, but also do I want to play Bridge? We didn't see Bridge, we didn't see Cabal Therapy, we saw Stitcher Supplier, Vengevine, Hollow One, Deathrite Shaman, Force of Vigor. Man, I had the wrong Mox. Either of the other Mox. Kind of surprised no black Mox. I guess Mox is not. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised no black Mox was Deathrite Shaman in the deck. They once upon a time were Rootwalla, so they could have some turn 1 Vengevine action. Only one Rootwalla. Do they have 0 mana they could have like Hollow One? Alright, looks like I'll lose. Eh. I mean, Leyline would have not saved me. Like a mediocre, like a 6-card Leyline hand. I would have still been kind of in a rough spot. Drew one of my 12 lands. Beautiful. Let's see. I can play Mox. I can exile a. I can exile a land. Do I care about having Flusterstorm up? I mean, I guess it's one less. There's a Does it count as a creature in the yard? Does anyone know? It does. Oh, why am I doing that now? I'm dumb. Okay, I can just play Archon and Sigo. Yeah, I mean, I kind of wish I'd taken a bunch of sample hands before the turn and see like what I can expect. Like even just having a Goyf in your opening hand's kind of sweet. Feels like they got pretty lucky. They had kind of the good draw against my hand. At those were straight lands. Oh well. Probably should have mulligans. I actually like didn't draw a land in the first game. All I needed was one green, and this game I just drew like two lands straight. And they got super lucky in game one. But yeah, I probably misplayed. Oh well. I was doomed from the start. That's not true. All I needed was a Goyf. All I needed was like a hand like turn one Shaman, a Tarmogoyf, and yeah, that's about it. I think I was kind of good. Oh man, this is tilting. But yeah, my hand was it didn't that hand just didn't have enough going. I mean, turn one Shaman, turn two Archon. If they don't have the nuts, keep and I mean, no idea what I should get rid of. Kind of depends on the matchup. Probably Archon. Oh no, I don't need. Oh yeah, I need Energy Flux for Force of Will. It's like Oof or Archon. Feels like they're both good against the same kind of deck. Oof is a bit cheaper. Oof's probably better if they're playing a fair deck, right? And they have a Mox or two. That sucks. Dude, I don't know why Probe's just not banned, honestly. I guess they call him ban. I don't know, maybe that's not how Vintage work. Or banning Probe but not Black Lotus. No, I know Probe is restricted. Of course it is. It's so good. Assuming I'm not supposed to force a will of Black Lotus. Is Lurrus still banned? I'm assuming so. I don't see Lurrus any ever in Vintage. Vamp Tutor. Well, definitely not countering a Vamp Tutor unless they get some weird uncounterable card. What are they playing? Some combo deck? Like Tinker, maybe? or actual combo. They know at Force of Will. I mean, they probably have some Flusterstorm BS, right? But I mean, they would never just Lotus something out if they couldn't back it up. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. And it stops my brainstorm. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to not force this way I get to Flusterstorm something. Whatever. I don't know. I'm just gonna force it, but 0%. Oh, so bad. I don't know. I guess they know Oop is coming next turn. So you could convince yourself that they're just using their Lotus because it's going to be useless after that. Just kills with Zufia, but they get to like Narset into some good stuff. Ponder. This is fine. Thing is about not forcing is that then they have to keep the one blue up all the time. Now they can just, I don't know. I think forcing was probably a mistake, but I don't have the discipline to not force there. So what do we know? They shuffled. That's good. But I want to keep Flusterstorm up if I can. So just get Tropical and say go. Not attacking is kind of suspicious though. At least I didn't cast Brainstorm into Narset. I almost did. I could have. It was definitely in my range there. I'm definitely playing Oof. The question is, do I attack Narset? Does it make sense? Makes no sense, right? I'm attacking it for free next turn anyways. Yeah, no. Attacking Narset makes no sense. Dude, playing Vintage is awful. Playing Vintage on Twitch is awful. Because when you play other formats, people in chat usually have kind of a clue of what's going on. But I feel like Vintage, especially me, because I never play Vintage, so people who just watch me for me are just probably like mostly clueless about Vintage. Which is fine, you know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I should have a rule of like, don't say anything if you don't know what you're talking about, or be like kind of whatever, you know, it's just life of a streamer. We're learning together, yeah. Except some people say, I don't know, sometimes people say things like it, they may, I don't know, the way they say it, I feel like they're kind of pretty sure of them and I get tricked into listening to them and stuff. But I need badges, vintage expert badges. Ooh. What's my clock? VIPs are experts in all formats. I saw you've been streaming a bit, shop. How's it going? Has it been fun? They force, why did they exile? Another force. Makes sense. I don't know if I should exile their lands or my lands. I'm assuming their lands. Do it hang out with friends, yeah. So they can get, oh no, it's instant, they can't get Tinker. So they can get Ancestral Recall. Exile their graveyard for delve spells. Yeah, that's what I thought. Narset would be good here. Narset, Flusterstorm. That'll do, Pig. That'll do. What's PO? Paradoxical outcome. Blue and free instant. You target your permanents, your non-land permanents, you bounce them to your hand and you draw a card. Oh, that's pretty cool. Upkeep Ancestral in case you draw a tutor, I guess, or something. Hmm. All right. All right, all right, all right. I'm gonna assume Sword is not great, and Oof is good, and Dispute is good, and Force of Vigor is good because they had freaking Mox Opal. I'm gonna assume my counters are good, and the Archons are good, but maybe not. Archon sucks against Tinker. This Archon on the draw is just kind of crap. I feel like Archons, I mean, I know nothing about Vintage, but I feel like maybe two of the Archons should just be Goif number 3 and 4. Goif's just quietly the best card against everyone. Alright, what do you think about that, chat? Or should I have Archon against them? Archon's the best card in the deck. You can never cast it. By the time you cast it, the game's over. You probably want to plow to deal with a Sphinx. Oh, Endurance. Yeah, why do I have Endurance in my deck? I like the idea of having one plow if they have Sphinx. Archon's good. It's PO. Okay. Alright. I mean, Goif kills them so fast, but okay. Also, Goif is a green card for Force of Vigor. I like that Oko is blue and green to just literally the best card you can exile it to both force. What's cuttable? Maybe like this. Energy Flux not that good against PO. I mean, some feels like it could double down as like removal for a Citadel or something, or like a Sphinx if they can't pay for it. Cut Probe. I might ban you for saying something so egregious. Cut a no-co. I don't want to cut a blue-green card when I have all these Force of Wills and these Force of Vigors. Oh, plus Oko. No, it doesn't deal with Sphinx, right? Pro red, pro green. They usually have Mentor. Well, I have Oko and Swords. Why do I need one answer to Sphinx? Am I not losing the game if they resolve a Tinker? Don't they just get Citadel and I lose or something? I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, I know nothing can hit Sphinx, neither Force of Vigor nor Oko. Alright, I don't have a blue card, but I have Force of Vigor, Shaman, Oof, so I guess I'll keep. Great hand, yeah, pretty good. I don't know what great. I mean, no Mox, no Ancestral Recall, etc. How great can it be? I mean, I could force now. I might just have to turn to Tinker. Turn to Narset. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is me being a noob, I guess, not forcing the one Mox. When I'm on the drawing, they mulliganed already. Like, who cares about like the Death Fright Shaman? Feels like I'm punting every game. Repeal in your hands. Alright, I guess I should force now. Maybe I'm a genius. You have repeal in your hands, and our set. The Fright Shaman gives me Force of Negation on turn 2. And extra mana for an entire game. Oof is good if they draw into more artifacts. I can force. What if they just cast peel on my turn? No, I'm not forcing now. There's like no chance. Sounds way too fancy. Alright. Slowing down enough, and then hopefully oof is like... Also, oof is a little more expensive to repeal. Maybe they just won't have a third mana source. Probably want to play Fetchman just to thin my deck. I don't know if they play Strip Mine or Wasteland either. Probably play at least Strip Mine, right? Does anyone know if these decks usually play Strip Mine? Seems like no one knows what they're doing in this format. They actually played their Mox 3 for no reason, right? Just Stone Cold ran into my Force of Vigor. It's good to know I'm not the only one. That Tinker. Pio doesn't play Strip Mine. Okay. Alright, might as well fetch. Which land do I want to fetch? Probably doesn't matter. Second blue, green. Maybe some white. Don't draw. Alright, what do we need to dodge? The one ticker is gone forever, so that's super nice. So I'm just worried about paradoxical outcome at this point. Oh, mentor, I guess. Mentor, maybe an outcome for 2 or 3 could get them going. Like Treasure Cruise, I guess. Dig for time. Repeal your mocks. Okay, nothing I can do about that. Play a different mocks. Okay. As they worry about Archon of Emeria, maybe that's why they played the mocks last time. So Flusterstorm is pay 2, right? Yes. No. Pay 3, pay 2. Pay 2. Whatever. I want to cell phone myself. I guess I could have Dispute, actually. Forgot about Dispute. What's their hand? Opposition agents. Flash, you control your opponent while they're searching their library, while those searching what's better? On tap green, on tap Mox. I think I should play Narset right away. Wait, what do they have? They have push. Yeah. Alright. Duh. Idiots. Alright, if they draw black mana and I break a bunch, they can win. They have push, they have two good cards. I mean, I need to get incredibly unlucky, but that is not getting incredibly unlucky. Quite the opposite. Take the force of will. Alright, I think that's enough QPs for tomorrow. Nice. Mission accomplished, chat. Man, I should play Vintage more often. I enjoyed it the first time around. Last time I was playing Vintage a bunch. Played Legacy too. Maybe I should start playing more challenges. It's kind of long days though, and these formats are tough. It's like pretty draining. Maybe I'll start playing like 2 challenges on the weekend if not too tired. Alright, they're going first. Out of force of Flusterstorm, a double Wastelands. Seems fine, right? I don't know if I should play my Tundra. Probably. Def some people cheating, so ignoring chat makes sense. I don't know. I would hope not. Like, yeah. Fodder Frodo. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs and the resub. 8 months was 317 gifted subs plus 8 subs. Nuts. Totally nuts. Thank you so much. And Aklich, Dr. Bugsy, Ivy Soar, the Bimp, and Fuzzle. Whether you whether you wanted it or not, you're not now part of the sewer. Welcome. It's actually 317 minus 8. I don't get it. Why minus 8? Alright, I'm assuming I'm supposed to waste away here. Am I supposed to waste in their upkeep for some reason? Well, that's how the stupid things calculates it. Otherwise, it would have been divided by 5. Upkeep waste to make our fluster better. How does that make our fluster better? I kind of want to fluster now. Is that too aggressive? They could draw Wasteland too, right? Maybe they don't have Wasteland in their deck. They can cast something in their upkeep, but wouldn't they cast it in on my turn if they had something to cast? I mean, they're gonna have Fluster Storm too, right? They might have fought over. And it forces them to fetch now. They might not have Fluster Storm in their main deck. Okay. What are we up against, chats? Combo or what deck are we playing? We're playing kind of a hate bear deck. I want to shuffle away a Deathrite Shaman and maybe Collector Roof. So do they play Stifle? They would have Stifled Wasteland at some point, right? Would be nice if I had a clue about what was going on. I mean, if they had mugs, they would have played them to be able to play for Spell Pierce and Fluster Storms, right? Nobody plays Stifle in Vintage? Okay. The preordain usually means Doomsday. Not anymore, right? Alright. Just play Ancestral Recall, I guess. Sphinx of the Steel Wind, exiled. I should probably fight. They didn't have Flusterstorm earlier. So they shouldn't have it now. They might just have another force, though. Maybe I should have pitched... Maybe I should have pitched Oko? Feels like pitching Oko is kind of a disaster if they have another counter. Alright, I think I win. I just play Archon. And yeah. Wow, flexing. You have the pretty mocks. I'm jealous. Just in case. Let's play Flux. I don't know what they need the permanents for, but I guess Tinker, right? Maybe this is bad. Maybe I should just. I guess it's the same clock either way. Whether I play Flux first or Oko first. We don't know what they're playing, right?
Smiley face.
Just like some control deck. Looks like. No, that's Sphinx. Maybe control plays Tinker Sphinx anyway. Esper PO for sure. Okay. Who said smiley face? Who resubbed? Kirk? No. Eldorak. Eldorak, thank you so much. Ou merci beaucoup, peut-être même. Sounds kind of French. Kind of Goldorak. Eldorak. Alright. Dispute in. Force of Vigor in. Oof. And what did we do last time around? Cut Endurance. We kept only one sword. Is Energy Flux just like not that great? I don't think I cut them last time. Do I want two swords or one sword in this matchup? You'd cut Flux. What are your credentials? Flux is a blue card and it kind of hates on them. Flux is better versus shoves than against PO. Yeah, I need one or two swords for Sphinx and Mentor. I'd cut Flux. I'm a 30-time vintage world champion. You might actually be. Alright, just cut the Flux. Cutting the Flux makes it kind of easy. What about trimming an Archon? Archon dodges all the counters though. It's kind of nice. And it means they can't fight over their Tinker anymore. Sword is bad. Don't they always have like the reason is I can't get rid of a Sphinx if they Tinker for it. And they usually have a mentor apparently.
Good luck. Smiley face.
Hey, Goat Thulu. Thanks for the resub as well. Thank you. I guess this is a fine hand. Pretty disruptive. Hmm. So if I let them play a Mox and a land, they get a token. But they get value as my Force of Vigor. If I waste the Saga right away... Hmm. I can force a Saga and a thingy, and they get a stupid 1/1, which I don't really care about. Alright, I guess I'll play it kind of slow and I don't know, tricky. Oh, Crypt. Crypt's kind of own age. Not really, it's fine, I guess. I guess now they can have backup Flusterstorm. Second Saga. If I force it now, it's -1 mana for them. And I leave them with a crypt. No, I should probably get the crypt, right? Um, alright, I won't play with fire, I guess. My force will be good eventually. It was kind of tempting to save it for their blue mana though. I guess I should counter that now. In case I can't counter it later. Alright, that's a pretty good draw. How does it sound when you try to say oi bruv in a British accent? Oi bruv. I don't know, dude. I'm so bad at accents. I'm pretty good at a lot of things. Accents ain't one of them. What am I good at? Magic. I heard I'm good at magic. That's what some people say. A decent cook. Can you say bacon in a Jamaican accent? Random, random, random. Classic Dorset. Oi, bruv. Bruv. British. British. Probably they probably have a counter for my force of vigor. The token's gonna get me. That was more Slavic, closer to Russian. Well, apparently I can make a good Russian accent. Quietly, I'm a KGB agent. Why do you think I have the Russian anthem play? I'm just slowly, I'm like paid by Putin for some Russian propaganda. Vigor in their upkeep. The problem with Vigor in their upkeep is it doesn't beat Flusterstorm, does it? But I think I'm gonna have to cast it and hope for the best. I could try and wait to draw green cards. Do they play Flusterstorm? Is that their main counter? What are my green cards? Most of my green cards. Yeah. I mean, I guess. Yeah. Oh, hard cast Force of Will. Kind of have to. It's bad. I mean, they can tinker my face. Maybe I was supposed to get the Mox and leave them with a 1/1. Yeah, I probably messed up. That was bad. I mean, how scared do I want to play it? I do lose if they have Tinker, but I only have one. So I make the Mox a free. They attack my Oko down to 2, then I make my Mox a free, and I can block it. I mean, it's not that easy for them to have an artifact to... Man. I don't think they would have forced if they had Tinker. Well, I was forced some negation, though. It's not like it was force of will. Feels like their deck does so little. It does set me back several turns, doing that, I kind of give them a lot of draw steps. That Tinker in their hand they wouldn't have forced. But if they don't force, they're back down to 3 mana. They're not making any sense. And then they're never like hard casting a Force of Negation to back up their Tinker. Yeah. You're doing pretty good so far. You're kind of like I'm like, oh, that static grip. They seem to know what they're talking about. No, I know it's kind of brain fart. I'm teasing. Um I still have the vintage challenger. I want to see what's in what cards actually do something in their PO deck. Is that a PO deck? None of these decks are PO decks. Could assume they're playing that winning list. So they have one Narset, one Tinker, one Mentor. Like they're denying them their third mana. It also denies them Prismatic Ending. Feels like it denies them so many. Alright, chat. I've decided this is the line. Make their Mox an elk. Time walk. GG. Take free time. Yikes. Oh. That's gonna be bad either way. Wait, why did I tap my Mox in the first place? I'd have just turned my own Mox into a free. I don't know, I kind of like my play. Okay. Get freaking wrecked. Play scared, get punished. One needle in their sideboards. Oh well. I'm bad. What can I say? That was kind of random. But I probably opened myself to some to getting wrecked by that kind of stuff. To be fair, if I had plus, they would have done big and needle the same thing, right? And they would have extra mana. I mean, I would have still lost. Alright, looks like they're playing the that was the one the challenge. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures. And they're playing Tinker, Yawgmoth's like the counters, I guess is what I'm interested in. Yo, Father Frodo, another gifted sub to Magus of the Moon. Oh, Magus of the Moon's such a big deal. It gets the solo gifted sub from the Father Frodo, the extra gifted sub number 6 today. Thank you so much, Father Frodo. How do you say thank you in Russian? Привет? So they have 3+. Oh, спасибо. What's привет? What am I thinking of? Oh, привет is hello. I feel like I should at least VIP Father Frodo for the incredible generosity. Plus, this way you can actually talk when everyone else is in emote mode. So they have free Flusterstorm as their counters. Hmm. How weak are they? How weak are they actually to oof? Pretty weak. They're probably boarding out a few. Yeah, and there's a Saga deck. I guess Archon is awful against them, right? They're actually not a PO deck. Yeah, Archon is awful, right? Privyet's more like high. Yeah, I don't know why I said, yeah, my bad. Right, Archon is not very good against them, right? I mean, they have Citadel and stuff, but Not a pleb anymore. Yeah, I feel bad. I feel like I should have been a VIP for a while now, but kind of oblivious. Could just do Goif. Goif kind of deals with random mentor that doesn't go off. Maybe I'll do all the Goifs. So yeah, I like all the Goifs in two swords. Classic Goif, just best card against everyone. All right. Mox turn one. I got a Wasteland. I got a Shaman on turn one. I got a Force Up Vigor. Looks like a pretty decent hand. Just have to play the Wasteland in case I draw another land. Can't really sandbag it. Sandbag it sounds like sand baguette. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. Random. That's for recall. Damn, playing Vintage was literally the ugliest island in existence. You know someone exported a deck list. Stone Tell. Stone Cold Tell. Goif is so busted. Green card. GG. I like my spots. Oops, gonna stop the Citadel nonsense. Or does it? Sword for Sphinx. Got a Oko chilling. Yikes. GG. Let's see. Let's see if Oko can make up for Ancestral Recall. I have one land. Okay. That's like non-creature, right? Each opponent can't cast non-creature spells with mana value greater than the Moral lands. Plus, I drew a second land, whatever. Okay, so that does literally nothing. So I can just reg them. Do I even care about swording Lavinia? Probably not, right? Just play the oof. Waste Underground Sea. Do that. Start attacking. Explosion in Ukraine. Really? And so it begins. Jesus Christ. Well, we had a good ride, I guess. I guess it's just more likely Ukraine just gets sacrificed. Father Frodo, you're good. I don't know how serious you are, but I think everyone can tell you're not pro war, pro nonsense. All right, Sword on Oof is actually a little scary. Thought I had it all locked up. I mean, Lavinia is still kind of a break for now, right? There's just nothing I can do. I just need to save my swords plowshares in case they get sure. In case they get the Sphinx. Another Oko. Oh, that's actually a pretty bad draw. Oh, Stow. I mean, I could make a food and then cast a second Oko and then make the food a thingy. Make a food, swap Lavinia for food next turn, and rank them. Oh. Does Lavinia even rank them? Lavinia, Lavinia doesn't do anything, right? It doesn't even stop them from doing much. But yeah. I don't want to trade a Mox for it though, right? But I like that line for next turn, I guess. Sounds kind of good. And I guess I should be attacking. Oh, I should have attacked with Deathrite Shaman too. They're not Pierre, they're not Pierre. They're very likely the deck list that won the challenge, which is kind of a Time Vault deck, kind of a good stuff, you know. They have Tinker with Sphinx and Citadel, they have Time Vault, they have a bunch of swords and interaction and annoying creatures. Yeah, I kind of got distracted. I think I should have. Actually, it's not clear. That might be good if they don't do anything busted next turn. I can steal Lavinia for food next turn and then play my second Oko. 4-color RL. What does RL stand for? Anyways, they're playing, I'm not even sure they're playing 4-color. Looks like Esper Control. 1 Lavinia, 1 Monastery Mentor, 1 Opposition Agent, 1 Sphinx of Steel Wheel, 1 Narset, few cantrips, 4 Force of Will, 2 Fluster Storm. Key Academy. On top, another target artifact. What I have? Artifact plus top. That's kind of nasty. It's about to get real ugly real fast if I don't draw something relevant. Reserve list. Yeah, I mean, I can Oko the key, but I didn't do the key trick. That's not a good sign. Or maybe they just don't know. I'm just dead, right? Wow, that was impressive. Felt like that game was like unlosable. Do they have the extra mana? Oh, it doesn't tap for mana? That felt all unlucky. Both games, how they came back. That's infinite turns, their combo. 2-2. I like the deck was pretty great. These Archons were kind of sus. But you kind of need the white for swords. Alright, hopefully that's enough QPs. I think I get 10 QPs for 2 and 2, which was the goal. All right.